Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andri and today I'm going to review the Artis Oval 8 brush. So the way I've done this video is I've actually filmed the end of the video. So obviously I'm sitting here with all my makeup on, so I filmed where I'm actually applying my foundation with the Artis brush on one side and using the Real Techniques foundation brush on the other side, just so you can see how the two apply and if there is any difference. So that's how my makeup is applied today. So I've used this brush for this side of my face and I've done nothing else to my foundation. And I've also used the brush for concealer, and I did the same with the Artis brush on this side, applied foundation on this side and concealer. I would normally add, now that I've finished my makeup, I would normally add some more concealer just to finish it off, but I didn't want to do that off camera because obviously I filmed that part. I went off, I finished off my makeup, I quickly actually just threw on some makeup, and I didn't want to add any more to the base without it being on camera. So that's what I would normally do. I would normally apply just, I feel as if I'm needing a little more concealer, and I'll actually do that just now on camera at the beginning before I get into details, because I do feel I'm needing just a little more concealer. So on this side I was using the Real Techniques foundation brush, and normally, like you will hear me saying later on, that I do prefer to use my fingers when blending. So as you can see, I now have makeup on, so you can see how precise you can go with the Artis brush, because I would have smudged my eyeliner if it wasn't precise. But for areas like this, I would prefer a smaller brush. And again, like I said earlier on, well, I will say earlier on, the Oval 4 would be ideal for those things. So let's get talking. So that's how it looks with my face complete, with my makeup all on. And this side was done, like I said, with the Real Techniques, and this side was done with the Artis brush. So is there a difference? Is there an indifference? We don't know. I don't know. So let's talk about, so it came, I ordered mine from Net-a-Porter. It was £52. It is the Oval 8 brush, and it came in this Net-a-Porter box, which was in this big brown box, and it had all this ribbon on it, and the box looked like this. And as you can see, there's another set there, but that is actually a gift for my goddaughter. So I haven't tried them and I won't be trying them, but I will open them up so we can have a look at the size difference. So this is the brush, the box that my brush came in, and it is already dark on that side when it comes in. So these brushes come in this smoked effect or the white one. I went for this smoked effect just because I feel with the white it will discolour pretty quickly. So I went for this smoked effect, which is almost like a purplish smoked colour. And yeah, so it came in the box. So they do come in a lovely box, but at that price it is a luxury brush, so you'd expect it to come, and that's how it looked when it arrived in there. So we'll just have a look quickly as well at the other brushes just to see the difference. And when they arrived, they look like so in there. So this is the Oval 4, so you can see exactly this. I mean, there is a big difference. This would be ideal for concealer, I would think. It does say it's kind of used for eyeshadows and things like that. You can use it for eyeshadows and concealers. And this is called the Linear 1. There we go. So this would be ideal, I think, for your eyebrows. To see, you could use it to do your eyeliner as well. I don't know how that would work. Again, we'll have to wait and see when the person uses it. She'll let us know. And you get the circle one as well in that set. This set retails for £72, and this, it says, is used for lipstick, because it's supposed to be like the bullet of a lipstick. So you would just apply like so. So that's those three. I haven't used these three, so I reserve opinion on these brushes. But we'll talk about the Oval 8 brush, which is the one I have, and I have been using it all week. So it has like a sort of a rubbery handle just there for ease of use. It has a slight bend just here, and I find it very easy to use. It didn't really take me long. The thing I did do to begin with was press too hard, and that kind of makes your foundation disappear, obviously, and I was feeling as if I needed to add more foundation because I was pressing too hard. You're just supposed to glide it over. You don't actually get any instructions on the box. It just tells you about the brush and that it's animal free, and just about how soft it is, but you don't get any instructions. It says it's slightly smaller than the 10. When I was looking at them online, even this, it looked really big, but actually it's an ideal size. I wanted to get the 7 because I thought this would be too big, and the 10 I think would be too big for your face. But the 7 was sold out, so I decided to go for the 8. And when I'm holding it up against my face, it does look big. And I did think it would be hard to be quite precise with this brush, but actually it's not. It's a beautiful and easy brush to use. And that's the other thing. I didn't want to do a first impressions because I knew it would take, I thought it would take time to get used to, but actually it doesn't. It's very, very easy to use. It does distribute your foundation beautifully, as you'll see, and it is very, very quick to use. The only thing is, I don't know if it does, you know, I was expecting, because of the reviews, I was expecting to be wowed straight away. You don't get that, whoa, at least I didn't get that when I put it on, but I do like it. It's not a life-changing brush basically, but it is a very, very easy brush. It's a very quick brush. It feels beautiful on your skin when you're applying your foundation. I had them both sitting in my pot of brushes and what I intended to do was to kind of use them on alternate days, just to excuse me, just to get a feel of which one I preferred. But I was kind of reaching out for this one, and if I had to say which one I prefer now, I do prefer this one. But it is a very expensive brush. It's a luxurious brush. So it's like all luxury items, you know. You can make do with something less expensive. It will do in the same way too. A Chanel handbag will carry the same as a cheap handbag. Will it last as long? You know, this already, I had washed this and had it ready, and it is already starting to feel a bit greasy and clogged up, whereas this isn't feeling that way. They do say that the foundation doesn't sink right down to the bottom, but as you can see, it has travelled a wee bit just there. So yeah, so basically when you're using it, do not press hard, just let it glide over your skin. It's very easy to use. It's very good for sensitive skin, which I do have. So that's it really. That's all I can say. If you've got £52 to spare, then I'd say, yeah, go for it. You will like it. There's no way you're going to dislike the brush. But again, it's not life-changing. The end result, I think, is more or less the same, and then I'll come up right close. I'm really sorry about this. But it is easier to get this result with this brush before you're going to get it in. I do love this brush. I never ever liked the beauty blenders, the sponges. I don't like them at all. I feel they use too much product. Can't be bothered with this, having to wet the sponge, and you have to, these I could keep for a while without washing them, let's be honest. And the beauty blender is horrible. It just clogs up, and you need to, I was never a fan. And apart from that, my dogs kept chewing them up. It was costing me a fortune to replace them. So I have loved this brush. I will use it, still use it for concealer, but because I have this brush, I do now prefer this brush for my foundation. Okay, so I will now insert the footage, and here is a warning. You will see me again without any makeup, and you will see how amazing makeup is, because this is what it, let me just fix my hair, makes you look like, as opposed to what's coming up. So I hope you enjoy. I do apologise that you're having to put up with my face again without any makeup. So this is my face, what it looks like without any makeup on at all. And I wanted to do this using the two different brushes, just so you can make up your own opinions as to whether or not the brush does make a difference to the end product, I suppose, to the end kind of look on the face. And I thought the best way to do this would be to use the brush for one side of the face and the other brush for the other side of the face. At the moment, all I have on my face is my serum, which is the Perfectionist by Estee Lauder, just here. I then apply some Advanced Time Zone eye cream, again from Estee Lauder, around my eyes, and my moisturiser, which is the Estee Lauder Resilience Lift. So these are the products that I have on my face just now. I am going to apply some concealer as well. As you can see, I will be looking away from the camera now so I can actually see what I'm pointing at. So I do have some dry patches just here and here and some here, and these are normally aggravated by certain foods that I have, stress, things like that. I do have some dark circles, which I'm not really prone to, but I am needing some sleep, so it's kind of a busy period for us just now, for everybody I suppose. So I will be applying the Maybelline line razor, and I'm needing to get another one of these, and again I'll be using the Real Techniques foundation brush on this side, and I'll be using the Artis Oval 8 on this side, and I'll use that both for the concealer and the foundation. And the foundation I'm using is the Double Wear by Estee Lauder. So here we go. So I'll apply that just there, and I'll try and put the same amount of concealer on each side of the face, even though I may not be needing it on the other side of the face, just so it could be fair, I suppose. I thought I'd be able to use the monitor, but I'm going to need a mirror as well. So there. So that's enough concealer just now. Normally, I suppose I do kind of like to use my fingers for concealer, but just for, use the wrong brush, just for the purposes of this, I will use the brushes that I've got just here, and then just put a wee bit of concealer down here as well. It's hard not to kind of move from one side to the other, which is what I'm used to doing with the one brush. So again, so the Artis Oval 8, I'll just use that just here, and I'm going to use the mirror because it's easier for me. There we go. So you can be quite precise with the Artis brush, but for the concealer I do prefer a thinner brush. So that's how that looks, that's how that's blended in, and that's how that's blended in. Use the wrong brush again there. That's fine. So hard. Anyway, so that's the concealer. I will be applying more concealer after I've applied my foundation. Normally what I would do with the foundation when using the Real Techniques brush is I would kind of dip it in here, tilt it over, put it around my face and then blend it in. But again, for the purposes of this, I'm going to try and keep it the same. So I'm just going to put some on my finger, and I put it in kind of the same spots. So I'll put some there, some there. I'm going to need more than that. We'll try and keep it the same. Foundation doesn't seem to be coming out. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so again with the Real Techniques brush, I'll go into the one side and just blend it in. Sorry about putting that in front of the camera there, it was a bit stupid. Try and not use the mirror. Maybe keep it down here. As you can see, I am not a makeup artist. This is just how I do my makeup. Just through years of experience, I suppose, of seeing this face day in, day out. So that's the one side. So that did take quite a lot of blending. So now with the Artis brush, just go in. So it's supposed to use and what I tend to keep doing, which you shouldn't do, is press too hard on it. You should just let it glide. So as you could see, that was a lot quicker. So just have a look. Put it this way actually, and it stops me blocking the camera. So that's a close-up of the two sides. So I'm going to go in again with some concealer just here, which is, and some more under here. And I have got the cold, so it's probably, my skin's at its worst that it could be. And again, I'm going to go in with some more concealer here. Just use the Real Techniques brush to brush in, just here, and just blend that in. Just a quick, just blend the whole colour in. And that's that side here. So for concealer, I'm not really a fan of it. I think it's too big. A smaller brush, maybe like the Oval 4 would be good for that. So That's this side. Very easy to use, very easy to use. And again, and I do prefer the feel of that when putting on foundation. It's so much softer. So there we go. That's what it looks like. It's this one. And that's that one there. There. So, I'm going to now leave it up to you. You've seen how it applies. It does apply a lot easier with this, but I don't know if the end, what's the word I'm looking for, the end result, that's it. I don't know if the end result is any better. It's easier to get a good result with the Artis brush, but you know, I'll leave it up to you to decide. So again, I'm sorry you had to put up with a no makeup face. I really do hope you have found this video helpful. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you later. Bye.